here at BIR for testing with the Top Sportsman Malibu. I thought I'd take you up and give you a look at what it's like to see from the tower where the announcers are. Show you what it looks like in race controls. I'm just giving a behind the scenes look of race control at BIR.
Put your patch back on your eye.
No, not doing that either. Why not?
It's Dee Dee doing her stuff, right?
Yeah, right.
665.
89 at 99 miles an hour. Now it's going to bring up the pair of Nick Tebsmert, Sauk Rapids, Minnesota driver, and the 04 Monte Carlo, and Heather Leclerc, Zimmerman, Minnesota driver. It's a 2011 Charger RT. Got my buddy Chris Bishop here now in the tower. Chris is making a few runs this weekend, I guess, in the Top Sportsman car. They were testing a little bit. Good to see you, Chris.
Good to see you too, Travis. Thought I'd come up and say hi this afternoon. Let you know what a fantastic job you're doing here in the announcing.
Well, we try. You know, you just get stuck in a role, and here you go.
I see you not only support drag racing, but you're still supporting Northland Fishing Tackles along with this nice day. You're not out on the lake fishing?
Well, I'm not on the lake fishing, but I got a week of fishing coming up. I'll be back up here in the Brainerd area again, pre-fishing for the Minnesota Fishing Team Challenge Tournament over on Gull Lake here next week, Saturday. And then prior to that, I'll be over on Mille Lacs for a couple of days fishing in what they call trolling for the troops, where we take out over 200 veterans, get them out on Mille Lacs, and then there's a contingent that goes out on the river. So I'll be involved on that Thursday and Friday.
Cool. Well, we appreciate all you do for us.
Hey, good to see you, Chris.
Single here. Steve Smith, the Rockville, Minnesota driver, over on the shores of the Horseshoe Cave. 79 Capri. Steve Smith time 15:25.8, 90 miles an hour. Liker out of Bethel, Minnesota, over on the Lucas side, 66 Dodge Charger, and Brett Miller, Big Lake, Minnesota driver, and that's a 69 getting over.
Hey guys, this is the new Malibu. We got the new combination in, new motor, everything. Obviously we got the new Bugs Be Gone wrap. Pretty cool looking deal, for sure. It sticks out a little bit now compared to everybody else in the team. But yeah, a lot of work has gone into this thing over the winter. Well, I guess we're in the back here. We'll start back here. First of all, we got 2 parachutes now instead of 1. Trying to slow this beast down as we pick up the pace on this thing, and the rules say if we go over 200 we need 2 chutes, so I'm hoping that we need them here coming up soon. So we got some new Raystar wheels, 16 by 16s. So we could fit a bigger tire in there, shorten the rear end housing, new axles. We moved the anti-roll bar to make some room for this stuff too. And all in hopes of just getting some more ET, being able to qualify for sure, and being more competitive. So obviously the big changes up front. We got this new 540 cubic inch motor from APD, new XR1 blower. Came off the dyno really strong. We're pretty excited about what we have here. I think I think Dave and Chris and we're all looking forward to a 6-second 200 mile an hour run. In the end though, the main goal is to make this thing work and go rounds and win races. So it's going to be a little bit of I'm sure, a struggle to begin with, sorting out all these new bugs. This thing's gonna have way more power than it had before. Suspension wise and just getting the tune-up right. I'm sure we'll be going through a crazy amount of NGK spark plugs trying to get the tune-up right on this thing, and we'll get there. I'm sure we'll lose a bunch of rounds early on in the year, but hopefully we get it sorted out and become competitive. So, like I say, yeah, the motor's new, hat, blower, block, aluminum block, everything is all new combination, new fuel pump, whole new fuel system. Randy Anderson flowed that for us, try to get us a head start on getting this thing set up right. Chris and Dave got a new transmission together for us, bigger output shaft, bigger, just probably the heaviest duty power glide that he's ever put together, trying to hang on to this power here. Of course, we have a new Hughes 9.5-inch converter in it, and we're ready to hit the track and see what happens. So.
All right. Well, I got a new buddy here, Dan, and Dan's got some treasures here that he's been showing me, and they're pretty impressive. So I stumbled across this motor he's been working on. Have you been working on it, or you just have it?
I painted it and polished the aluminum.
Well, it's impressive enough. I asked him if he'd give us a little talk about his motor. So what do you got here, Dan?
It's a 1960 906 cubic inch homing V12 out of an American LaFrance fire truck, and it's got dual ignition. It's got redundant coils, so 4 coils, 2 distributors, 2 spark plugs per cylinder. It's, redundant oil this. And it's got an aluminum valve cover in the center that was polished at one time. It was built in the era when gas engines were king. This preceded diesel in fire trucks.
Wow.
Came out of a fire truck. So.
And how'd you get a hold of it?
It came from Leo's something or another out of the other side of Wisconsin.
Okay.
And he had cut up the truck for scrap, but you don't scrap something like this. So
Heck no.
I hope somebody, it's for sale. I want $8,500. I want somebody to have this in their man cave for their centerpiece, because they'd probably be the only guy in the state or the country with 906 cubic inch V12 in their man cave.
I think you're right.
So
that's pretty impressive.
It runs good. I've had a couple more of them. This is the last one I got. No, I got one more available.
Okay.
If this one goes, I got another one for you.
Since we're busy filming, you want to show me the car that you just sold?
Yeah, let's go for it.
Yeah. So we already talked about it a little bit, but he's got an El Camino here I'm looking at. It's pretty awesome. But he's got a couple of cars here. One he's working on and one he just sold. Yeah. And this one he just sold is pretty cool.
58 Cadillac L 840. It's a Cadillac Eldorado Seville. That means 2-door hardtop. Originally Aztec. Lived in Nevada for its first 2 years. 1960 it moved to Fargo, North Dakota. 25 years ago it moved next door, and now it's over on this side of the property line.
And it's got a new owner?
It's got a new owner. He's going to do it up right. It's got 3 deuce intake, tri-power, 345 horse. It's got a nice looking rear end to it. Well, it's a nice car. Also.
Yeah. And then let's end up with your project you got now.
Yeah, it's 1960 Catalina. I grafted 59 fins on it. It's got a Firebird 400 cubic inch, 14 inches removed out of the roof, rear pulled forward to give me more room for my pickup box. It's going to be an El Camino, if you can't tell. 58 Chevy station wagon tailgate. It's getting 58 Biscayne taillights and 60 LeSabre headlights.
You got a plan.
And that blue is going to be the color with a white roof when it's done.
When you think you'll have it done?
Give me a year.
Year?
Depends on how many Donnies I run into
Yeah.
doing video shoots.
Yeah, it's slowing you down. Well, thanks for showing me your cars, and
My pleasure.
and I'll be anxious to see this on the road somewhere, maybe back to the 50s or something, huh?
Alrighty.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, I tried to record this earlier, but it's hard to talk about. So we got here at Earlville at 2:30 in the morning on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and I didn't text my sister to let her know we were here because I figured she'd be sleeping. I couldn't sleep, and then my phone went off at 3:12 a.m. My sister texted me, said, "How far did you make it?" Well, I said we went the whole way, and then she said, "I woke up bawling my eyes out," and I was like, "What? Why?" And she said, "I had a dream about Dad, and I got to hug him." And then she said, "Dad's okay. He's where he's supposed to be. He's happy." And he said he's proud of both of us, and he wanted me to tell you he's there with you this weekend. Super special moment for both my sister and I. I am very, very jealous that I haven't got that hug, but mine will come. So it's been kind of an emotional week, and this was my dad's favorite track. So Earlville, Iowa, Tri-State, forever and ever has been his favorite. So hopefully we can go out and go some rounds for him this weekend.